I'm Kanard Lewis, and this is the 4th episode for season 9 for TKW videos. Last week's topic was a rather stimulating topic about hope. But today's topic, having our first appearing guest, Marsha, for season 9, talking about women acknowledging their importance in today's society. So let's get started. A woman, right? Such power, such drive, such charisma, but they don't see it. Sometimes they lack the acknowledgement to see that they can actually do things with their life, because just like men and just like people in today's society, we love to be determined or love to listen to people's perceptions of us. So due to that perception, we start to live in that way. See, we have more power and value than we actually realize. So that being said, if women believe, and if men believe, or people believe that they have some type of power, they actually have more. Women can do so much. Like, honestly, like, I can't be a woman. I honestly praise you, honestly, because the stuff that women have to go through, it makes men look like crap, honestly.
Wimps. I prefer wimps.
Wimps, okay, look at wimps. Exactly, wimps. Because women have to go through the mental cycle. Women have to deal with society's image of what a good body looks like. Men just have to put on clothes, and they could be fat and look good. Women, if they have a bunch of weight on them, they're being ridiculed.
That's not actually really true.
They're being ridiculed.
Like, it's okay for a guy to, like, be 40 years old and have a gut, but, like, women, we constantly compare ourselves after you have children, and the fact that you had a child makes a difference. Like, you carried around a human being, but there's that pressure to look really good post-baby.
It's true, because women are naturally beautiful. There's a difference between attraction and beauty. Just because I'm attracted to you or not doesn't mean that you're not beautiful or beautiful. I cannot be attracted to thousands of women, but they're still gorgeous. They're still beautiful, but women have to see that beauty is not determined by my perception or my liking or my attraction towards you. And that right there makes them feel vulnerable, makes them feel powerless. But you have the ability to do something with your life. Women go through a lot more than men do. That's just common knowledge. From day one to day infinity, they have to go through so much. But men just, right, they just go through life. So Marsha, how do you feel? How have you lived being a woman? Like, do you feel you have acknowledged your true potential, or do you feel like there's a lot more?
Well, first off, I don't want to, like, go into, like, this whole woman-loving, like, men-bashing thing. Like, I'm a heterosexual female. I have a twin brother. I have my dad. Love them. And men do face pressures. Like, there is still that pressure that men need to have six-packs, like, Rocky, like...
It's true.
He's getting inappropriate. One of the audience members. So they still have pressure. But I've definitely grown in knowing my worth as a woman, especially as, like, a black female, that there's even more pressure put on you. And it's a constant thing. Like, I'm only 21 years old. I'm still growing in my knowledge of myself and growing into, like, obviously, like, who, like, God wants me to be and, like, who I really am. But with that said, it doesn't make it better when, like, society has these pressures on how you should look and how you should think and how you should talk and how you should, like, walk, from, like, okay, we're not supposed to be, like, airheads, but at the same time, if we're too smart, considered, like, too intelligent or too bossy or too pushy, we're considered, like, that, like, we're called, like, a bitch and, like, or mean. And if a guy is, you know, forward in what he wants, and he's, like, we expect guys to be intelligent. If he's, you know, really hard or really wants to get the job done, it's just, he's just doing his job, as opposed to a female, it's like, she's a bitch and she's all these negative things. And if you're a black female, it's even, like, worse. Like, you're known as having, like, the resting bitch face, or, like, all these different things. So, I mean, I've personally grown to know who I am, but it definitely gets it's still hard, for
It
sure.
It is. I guess it's not easy being a woman, and I've seen that because I had to live in a single parent home, which my mom had to take care of me and my sister. I've lived with women all my life. I've seen the struggles that a mother has to take the male role and the mother role, has to teach a boy how to become a man, how to teach a girl to become a woman. That's not easy. Look at what women have done in the past. They weren't allowed to vote, but now they can. They weren't allowed to become CEOs, but now they are. Many positions in power weren't given to women, and now they are. And why is that? How come? How come women can't live to be this great thing? How come they had to be ridiculed for being themselves, acting strong, speaking with conviction? How come they are called a bitch because of it? I want to know, right? Doesn't that get you a little angry?
It does get me angry. And just like you was raised by a single mom, and I have a twin brother, so she had to teach my brother to be a man and me to be like a female, and it's still an ongoing thing. But being called a bitch just because like you know what you want and you're going for it, it's not only something that guys call girls, but even like I've caught myself like seeing a determined woman, whether she's black or white, and thinking like she's too pushy, she is too this. It's been unfortunately ingrained in us since, you know, because of childbirth and like social structures that society has put up. Like, women were supposed to be soft and gentle and nice and wear pink and say yes and cross your legs and don't do that. So when you see a female that's a bit more assertive in what she wants, you automatically go, oh, she's a bitch. But I think that we as males and females need to look inside ourselves and think about, okay, why is this, like, this woman is just doing her job. If she oversteps a boundary, because human beings overstep boundaries, we should say something. But we should also do something if a guy does that. If I, you know, have a job where my male boss steps a line that's him going beyond doing his job, like, I would hope that, you know, myself, my colleagues would say something. Not just because...
It shouldn't be a double standard.
Shouldn't be a double standard.
And that's how it is for a woman. Men are being treated differently from women, and vice versa. Women deserve the respect, they deserve the time, but many of them don't get it. And many women don't realize how much power they actually hold. I said it in the beginning. We hold more value and power than we actually realize. Women can do so much. Look at how you became to be the person that you are now. Just look at it. That did not come just out of thin air. That became because you were strong. And if you can become strong, you can actually help women do something greater for other women. You are the future. And so are we, but we all are. But you have to acknowledge that power, because if you don't, life won't get better. But that's it, folks. I'll see you next week. Thank you.